Big slide there. That was indeed for Roberto Rolfo. Now up into third place, looking to take second place away from Sebastian Gimbert. But well in control at the moment, Giuseppe Fiorillo. Well, 3 laps almost completed now. Fiorillo with a good lead at the moment over these two, scrapping over second place behind. Rolfo and Gimbert. Behind them, another equally enthralling battle going on between Filippo Cotti on the Italia factory entry from Italy and Franco Batteni, also from Italy, on the Edo Racing Aprilia. But they're getting a bit closer to the leader now. Look, there's a big battle developing for second place. Well, Rolfo, did he go through then? Yeah, Rolfo's taken that second place away from Sebastian Gimbert, and in fourth place, right behind them, is Franco Batteni. Franco Batteni on the Edo Aprilia. But a great ride by Fiorillo, man who's second in the championship. But Porco looking to extend his championship lead. He's come here 8 points ahead of Fiorillo and some 30 points ahead of Rolfo. Everyone coming from the pits to look at this great battle going on out front. 16 laps to go as they start the 5th lap. Still no change in the top 3 order, but we see that Sebastian Oscar Porco has now come up into 4th place. So he made a poor start from the front row, dropped right back to 10th at the end of the 1st lap, now moving up into 4th place and looking to take 3rd place, because he is starting to pay a lot of attention to those 3 bikes ahead of him. Well, the 4th place battle between Porco and Batteni is changed. Porco's gone through, goes into 4th place. Which becomes 3rd place. So the order at the moment, Fiorillo from Rolfo. Still just Gimbert hanging on there, but behind him is great battle with Porco and Batteni. Porco's got ahead though, now starting to pay attention to the bikes ahead of him. And look at that, it is getting darker and darker. There is rain sweeping across the hills there, close to the German border here in the Czech Republic. Can they get this race over before the rains arrive? Well, they're just a quarter of the way through, 15 laps as we saw completed the 20. As Rolfo starting to mount an attack now on Fiorillo. Fiorillo on the number 11 Aprilia, Rolfo on the number 4 Aprilia, both Italians. These 3 up front absolutely tied together. Well, this is incredible 250 racing, almost as good as Grand Prix road racing. And look at this, Fiorillo just hanging on now, but no, Rolfo comes through to take the lead and tucked in right behind him, also trying to take second place, Sebastian Gimbert. So on this 7th lap of the race, suddenly our race leader from the start, Giuseppe Fiorillo, is pushed right back 1, 2, 3 places, and it looks like he's also going to lose out to Sebastian Oscar Porco, because Porco is on a charge. 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Fiorillo in third place, having led for the first 6 laps. Suddenly finds pushed down to third. It's about to become fourth, I think, because Porco, the championship leader, really on a charge. The Argentine Aprilia rider looking to take yet another win to add to the 2 he's enjoyed already this year. And yes, he goes through. As they complete the lap, the order has changed again. Porco in third place, as we just saw, ahead of Fiorillo. So Fiorillo pushed down to fourth now, and it's all changing once again. Rolfo briefly leads, but Porco is on a charge. Still just in third place there, hanging on by his teeth. Sebastian Gimbert, the Frenchman on the Honda, up against the Argentinian and 2 Italians. Well, great riding from Porco, it has to be said, from 10th place on the first lap. He's poised to take the lead. It's Rolfo, but only just Rolfo from Porco. Porco's alongside him and he takes the lead. So Porco moves into the lead from Rolfo, from Gimbert and from Fiorillo. These 4 providing absolutely thrilling racing here in the 250s. Gimbert also starting to move up again. He's trying to get through. Well, we jump ahead a bit. We're now on lap 15 of the race. There's been no change in the top 4 order in these last few laps. Come through to complete lap 15. There we are, 5 to go, 21 degrees centigrade, as you can see. And the order at the moment: Porco, from Rolfo, from Gimbert, from Giuseppe Fiorillo. Fiorillo on the Rover Racing Team M3 Aprilia, the man who led for so long, but now pushed back into 4th place. There's rain clouds sweeping across. Obviously, going to miss the circuit. A lot of heavy weather in the background, but it looks like it's just going to clear Most this weekend. Porco, those 2 wins and at 2nd place. 3 wins rather, counting Misano, and the 2nd place, giving him 85 points when he arrived here this weekend. Now hoping to cap it with another 25, which would take him up to 110. Fiorillo, 2 wins. Well, 4 laps to go in fact now. Disregard the clock, which seems to have stopped. Back marker about to be swallowed up by the field. That is Tony Falcone from France on his Aprilia, and still leading. Porco from Rolfo, from Gimbert, from Fiorillo. But behind them, Fiorillo and Gimbert now having a real ding-dong together. I think we can assume that unless he has a problem, Porco has got this race in the bag. He's starting to pull away. Still good enough to keep him in the lead of the championship. He fell at Braga. Got no points there. Otherwise, he will have had 2nd and 1st positions throughout the season in the first very fast, very demanding circuit here, about 60 miles to the northwest of Prague, close to the German border. Through thunders David Vasquez on the Reale Team Ducati. Second, still Fernando Di Masso on the Interspeed Racing Ducati, the Italian, just holding off Idalio Gaviera. Idalio Gaviera having moved up from 4th into 3rd place now and looking for 2nd. Well, Vasquez moving further and further ahead. Vasquez second in the championship. He has had 2 wins this year, one at Cartagena and one at Albacete, both of those in Spain. Had 2 third places as well. Now looking to improve on his second place in the championship. Idalio Gaviria, though, has other ideas. And he's looking to get into the lead of this race. Tucked down behind the fairing, Vasquez on the Ducati. Idalio Gaviria on the Honda chasing him, and in third place, right behind them at the moment, is Telmo Pereira, the Suzuki rider. Pereira starting from the third row of the grid. He's riding the Team Suzuki Shell entry. He's the Portuguese rider. At the moment, there's nothing anyone can do about David Vasquez. Vasquez, Gaviria. Oscar Sainz there, still in third place. And Telmo Pereira right behind that bunch on the number 14 bike. Also well up there, Fernando Di Masso on the Interspeed Ducati. Well, 19 laps still to go, so that means 3 of them completed. Still Vasquez, from Gaviria, from Oscar Sainz, from Fernando Di Masso. Oh, but it's getting closer. Idalio Gaviria showing why he's leading the championship, closing right up now on Vasquez. Marielle Team Ducati. So it's Honda challenging Ducati for the lead of the race now. And just look at the speed that Gavira's got. He closes right up under braking. The big heavy Ducati ahead of him, only just holding him off, and now Gaviria is in the slipstream, is right tucked in behind him, behind the fairing. Can he pull out to take the lead? Yes, he just rockets through as they go past the start-finish line. That was a great move. So the order all changing now. Oscar Sainz still in third place. And Di Masso on the Ducati just behind him. So Honda leading 3 Ducatis at the moment, with the Team Suzuki Shell bike of Telmo Pereira in 5th place. Idalio Gaviria in control at the moment on the Mobil 1 SRT Honda. Let's see if he can keep it after the break.
In the summer, if you are a cable operator or a private viewer, please retune your audio receiver to 7.02 megahertz or contact your installer.
6th round of the Euro Open Superbike Championship. Oscar Sainz in second, Fernando Di Masso in third, and David Vasquez pushed back to fourth, but there's nothing in it at the moment. All 4 of them side by side into that bottom corner, and the lead changing every lap at the moment. 13 laps to go, as you can see, and the lead has changed. Oscar Sainz is in front now from Idalio Gaviria. So what great racing here from Most. It's always produced some incredible battles, and this is one of the best yet. Oscar Sainz from Idalio Gaviria. Fernando Di Massa right in there as well. At the moment, it's Sainz, Gaviria, Di Massa, Vasquez, and then Telmo Pereira. Just tucking in 5th place on the Team Suzuki shell entry. Well, 12 laps to go now. Still Oscar Sainz on the Checa Racing Ducati out in front. The Spaniards 1-2 at the moment. Vidalio Gaviria right behind there, but David Vasquez on the Reali team Ducati also Spanish entered, still in 3rd place. So it's Spaniards 1, 2, 3, 2 of them on Ducatis, 1 on Honda. No change in the order. Vidalio Gaviria, championship leader, hang on in 2nd there. We saw how he could go past Vasquez earlier on. He just rocketed past him. Came to say, oh, down and out goes Michel Bursa from Czech Republic on his SO Kawasaki. This is lap 12 of the race. He's gone down quite heavily. He's walking away out of his home race. Luckily able to pour out his heart to the marshals. They speak the same language. But look at this. Once again the lead changes. Vidalio Gaviria straight back into the lead, past Oscar Sainz. It's a very scraped Michel Bursa. Takes a long walk back to the pits. But that lead wasn't there for long for Gaviria, because Oscar Sainz back in front again. Vidalio Gaviria in 2nd. Vasquez in 3rd. And Di Massa in 4th, with Telmo Pereira hardly in the picture on the Team Suzuki shell entry. So it's Ducati, Honda, Ducati, Ducati and Suzuki at the moment. Oh, and a big slide there. Front wheel sliding for Oscar Sainz. Di Massa having a look down the inside of Vasquez there. Just 4 laps to go now in this race. Things are really hotting up here at Most. Oscar Sainz just hanging on from Vidalio Gaviria. David Vasquez and Fernando Di Massa shadowing them. Well, it looks like Gaviria is lining up for another pass. The place he normally does it as they go past the pits. Sainz really pushing this big Checa Racing Ducati. Vidalio Gaviria on the Mobile 1 Honda seems to have the legs at the moment through the corners. Is he just pacing him? He goes through, he does go through, and he's made his move earlier than the actual pits. He's done it in the final corner as they come out onto the pit straight. So yet another change of lead in this incredible race. 1, 2, 3 different leaders, and this is the 5th time the lead has changed in the race. Tucked in behind, Vasquez and Di Massa fighting out that 3rd place. But all eyes at the moment on our 1st and 2nd battle. Gaviria in front of Oscar Sainz. Well, just 3 laps to go. We're now on lap 20 of the 22. And there's another change I think we saw there. Yes, we did indeed. The leaders change yet again. So Oscar Sainz back out in front from Gaviria. Someone it's far too much, but moved over to let everyone by. Lost the momentum. Couldn't see who it was from here. And a quick glance at Telmo Pereira on the Team Suzuki Shell, man in 5th place, has been rather overshadowed by the massive battle going on just ahead of him, and he behind him has got Bernard Heingelli from Switzerland on the White Endurance Racing Honda. Well, it is still Oscar Sainz leading. There's just 2 laps to go now. Sainz from Gavira coming up behind one of the back markers now. That is Pavel Szilard from the Slovakian team Balaz on the Kawasaki, making room for the 1, 2, 3, 4 bikes that are battling out the lead of this race, and there's still nothing in it between 4 of them. Sainz cannot break away, Gavira cannot shake off the 3rd man, David Vasquez. Fernando De Massa's not shaking him off either, and all the time Telmo Pereira on the Suzuki just paying a watching brief there in 5th place. Well, the crowd absolutely on their toes now. And it's still just Sainz on the Ducati from Gavira on the Honda. Someone else pulling off there and stopping. Very, very late in the race. That was Kawasaki rider David Pekčnek, also from the Czech Republic. Well, just going into the last lap now, and look, again the lead changes as they go past the pits. Has Idalio Gavira been saving it all for the last lap? He has taken the lead from Sainz. Sainz is only just shutting out the 2 men chasing him, David Vasquez and Fernando Di Masso. And it's coming up to an incredibly close finish here at Most. At the moment, just 1.9 seconds separating the top 4 bikes. A big moment for Vasquez there. I saw a big tank slapper for Vasquez, and it involved Di Masso. It's dropped the 2 of them back a little bit. Yes, indeed. Vasquez's moment there, holding up his main challenger Di Masso. It's let Pereira come very, very close indeed. But at the finish, it is just Idalio Gavira, championship leader, hanging on for Honda to take his 2nd win of the year to add to Braga. David Vasquez in finishing 3rd, retains 2nd in the championship. 107 points to Gavira, Vasquez 93, and Bernard Heingelli, who finishes only in 6th place, in 3rd place in the championship. He won in Misano, has his 6th place today, so he's 3rd with 85 points. Well, great racing, and there is 1 more round to go after this. Eurosport, of course, will be there. Look at that, the 2. Can't believe the race they've just had, Sainz and Vasquez. And there's the podium. What a great victory for Idalio Gavira. The 2nd win for the popular Spanish Honda rider, and a great job by the other 3 who paced him throughout the race, particularly Spain's Oscar Sainz on the Ducati. He is 4th in the championship, but he has no chance of catching up. It's all really going to be down now to between Gavira and Vasquez, with just 1 race remaining.
Takový název sektor, který právě rotí kombinaci jezdců. A nejenom kombinaci jezdců, ale i deštníky, klíčník.